Hey guys, this is going to be my September wrap-up and October TBR, where I go through the books that I read in September and tell you really quickly what I thought of them, and then go through the books that I plan to read in October. I managed to read 4 books in September, which I think is pretty good, more than I really expected to read. The first one that I read was Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by Jack Thorne, J.K. Rowling, and John Tiffany. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I'm still really conflicted about that star rating. I don't have it to hold up and show you right now because I'm actually rereading it at school during silent reading during the school day. Actually, the second time I've reread it at school, so I'm on my 3rd time reading it. I just started it for the 3rd time like yesterday, and I feel like I'm still trying to figure out how I feel. Obviously, I'm not happy about a lot of things. I finally decided on 3 out of 5 stars, largely because, one, I love Scorpius Malfoy, and also I just, like, it was fun in a way, in like a strange way, but it also didn't feel like Harry Potter, and some of the stuff was just so weird that it didn't make sense. And I've already posted a video review of the book and posted multiple other videos about what I think of different things, and written multiple blog posts about what I think about different things too. So I will save you from another rant about Cursed Child, but I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Second book that I read in September was Lovin, Decay Volume 1 by Rachel Higginson, which I gave 2 out of 5 stars. I've also posted a video review of this book, so I won't go on too long about it. Basically, I am not a zombie person, and there were some things about particularly the characterization in the book that really annoyed me. The 2 female main characters really like to talk about how shallow they used to be before the apocalypse. And they just go on and on about how shallow they used to be, to the point that is very annoying. And all of the main male characters are like regularly described as cavemen, and just over and over they'll describe how they were acting like cavemen, and that just, like, the characterization of the characters was not my cup of tea. I did not really enjoy the book, largely for that reason. Then I finished Story Genius: How to Use Brain Science to Go Beyond Outlining and Write a Riveting Novel by Lisa Crone. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, yes. I wrote a review of this on my blog. I really liked this. I am rewriting a novel I had written using this method, and I'm not finished with it yet because obviously that takes some time, but I'm really liking it so far. Who knows if I'll keep using this method for like ever, but for right now I'm really liking it, and I really liked a lot of what this book had to say. The last book that I read this month was Because I Love You by Tori Rigby, which I don't have to show you because it's an ebook, but I actually just wrote the review for this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, but I had a few problems with it, which I will talk more about in my review, which will be posted on my blog in a bit. I don't know exactly when yet. Some problematic comments that I want to talk about in my review, but I won't go into here, and it's kind of some stuff that was hard to believe, so it kind of challenged the suspension of my disbelief for the story. But overall it was really enjoyable, and I got really into it, and I cried while reading it, which was the first time that had happened in a while. So it is a book I would recommend. Now, moving on to the books that I plan to read in October, I'm going to share 5 books that I hope to read in October. One of them I know I won't finish, but I know I'll be reading. I have fall break this month, so we'll see what that means for me reading wise. I'll also be planning the unit that I have to teach for student teaching, because I begin teaching that immediately after fall break, so I have to finish up everything with that. But we'll see if I manage to get any reading done. The book that I'm currently reading is the Norton Lit Crit anthology, which I've been reading for a while. It's been a lot on my TBRs. I still have a long way to go in it, but I'm going to continue to keep reading it in the month of October. Obviously, I've been reading that book for a really long time, and I'm kind of actually in between books right now because I finished Because I Love You like yesterday. I actually think it might have been the day before yesterday because I read the literary criticism book yesterday instead of starting a new book. So I'm in between books right now, but the other 4 books that I want to read in October are Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. This is the illustrated edition. I do not know how I ended up with Philosopher's Stone. I think I mentioned this in a video before, but I ordered it off of Amazon, and I ordered Sorcerer's Stone, i.e. the American version, and Philosopher's Stone, the British version, came in the mail. And I don't exactly know how that happened because typically a foreign version would cost more money, and I ordered Sorcerer's Stone for like a reasonable for the illustrated edition price, and somehow got this, and I don't know how that happened, but I'm okay with it. The next book that I want to read this month is Frey by Melissa Wright. I downloaded this a long time ago, and I am not entirely sure how. I think this was like a free book on Amazon when I downloaded it, so I downloaded it, but I also think it's the first in a series, so I'm kind of nervous about starting it because then I'll have to, if I like it, we'll have to read the rest of them. But I don't remember anything about this book. I'm going to assume from this cover, I do not know how well you can see it, I'm going to assume that this is a fantasy book. It would be a good guess, but that's all I know about it, so we'll see. Then I want to read Breaking In: The Rise of Sonia Sotomayor and the Politics of Justice by Joan Biskupic, maybe. I'm almost positive I won this in a Goodreads giveaway. I'm like 99% sure that's where I got this book. I'm very interested in reading this. I've never read much about Sonia Sotomayor except like her Wikipedia page. I know I've read, and like I know some things about her. Obviously I know she's the first Hispanic justice and first Hispanic woman justice, and like that alone makes me want to know more about her. So I'm really excited to read this. The last book that I plan to read this month is also on my Kindle, and again I am not entirely sure. I think this was another free download, but I'm gonna have to check to make sure. But it's 30 Days, Change Your Habits, Change Your Life by Mark Recklow. I don't remember why I downloaded this, to be completely honest with you. I don't know, like for some reason I did, for some reason this appealed to me. I think this was another one that was free, and I downloaded it in the spur of the moment because it was free, and I had to have had a reason for wanting to read this. Maybe I had a desire that day to change a habit and it was like bothering me at the time. I don't know what that would have been though, but I have it on my phone now, so I'm gonna read it and we will see what I think about it. I don't know. That is all of the books that I read in September and the books that I plan to read in October, and I will see you guys later. Bye.